اوكي. اليوم رح احكي بالعربي وفي حدا رح يترجم وراي للانجلش كرمال اللي بيفهموا عربي يفهموا علينا شو عم نحكي، والترانسليت رح يكون هلا رح يعمل ترانسليشن نديم دغري رح يحكي وراي انا شو عم بقول.
Today I'll be presenting everything in Arabic, and then I have somebody here called Nadim is going to be doing the translation for you, so everybody who understands Arabic can follow us, as well as everybody who understands English.
اوكي، اول شيء وقبل كل شيء بدي اشكر ماريانا وداني ويامال وكل شخص ساهم لانجاح هذا الموضوع اللي نحن عم نعمله. نحن عم نقدم كل شيء نحن بنقدر نقدمه لحتى نساعد. كل انسان بطبيعه شغله بيقدر يساعد بموضوع، فنحن بنحب انه تكون رساله لكل شخص بده يساعد انه يقدر يلاقي طريقه، فمثل ما بنقول دائما there is a way.
Today we need to thank Marianne and everybody else who stand on our team, especially Danny and everybody else, and we want to say that everybody has his own way to help, and this is our way to present what we need to do, and when there's a way, there's a will.
لبنان بحاجه لكم وبحاجه لكل شخص بيقدم مساعده لحتى نقطع هيدي المرحله الصعبه.
Lebanon is in need of every single person and need of your efforts to just pass this together.
اوكي، لكن خلينا هلا نكون شوي اكثر بوزيتيف، لانه الاكل والشغل بالاكل لازم نرجع نضحك فنعرف نطلع اكل طيب.
First of all, let's be positive and stay that way, because this is our way of presenting our food, and wish us luck.
اوكي، اليوم رح نعمل عجينه، رح نعمل اكله كثير هينه لكثير ناس وكثير صعبه لناس، بس انا اكيد انه كل الناس بحبوها كثير.
Today we'll be doing a very simple recipe for some, but at the same time it might be difficult for others. But what we mean is this is something everybody would like, and let's start.
عنا كيلو طحين.
For 1 kilogram of flour, we will add
50 جرام سكر.
50 grams of sugar.
50 جرام زيت ورد شمس.
50 grams of sunflower oil.
3 جرامات خميرة.
3 grams of yeast.
And finally 3 grams of salt. 3 جرامات سكر. بس قبل ما نحط الملح salt. قبل ما نحط الملح بنخلطهم بالاول، لانه ما لازم الملح والخميره يتلاقوا مع بعضهم الا من بعد الخلط.
Before adding the salt, we have to make sure that we mix everything together before. First of all, salt and yeast should not be together before the mixture.
وعندنا هون نص لتر مي.
And finally, we just add on half a liter of water.
And we mix it all together. تمختصر شوية وقت، نحن كنا محضرين عجينة قبل، رح نستعملها هلا.
To save up some time, we prepared previously a dough, which is the same quantities, and we're gonna use it right now.
اليوم رح نحضر منقوشة جبنة، وايت تشيز، زعتر، لحمة.
Today we'll be preparing 3 types of manouche: the cheese manouche, zaatar manouche, and the lahm bajin, which is actually the lamb meat mixed with tomato and onions.
أهم شيء انه نشيل العجينه بالاول ونعملها هيك بهي الطريقه حتى كلها تفوش بعضها.
Most important thing that first we need to take the dough and make it into small ball types so it will gather around and be unified.
اذا حسيناها عم تقلق فينا نستعمل شويه طحين.
You can add up some flour, just it won't stick.
زعتر، جبنه، لحمه.
So these
هيدي سربرايز.
These are the three doughs that we promised you: the zaatar and cheese, and then the lahm bajim. And there's a surprise coming afterwards.
بدنا نرقها بهيدي الطريقه وتكون منسمكها او منسمكها او منرققها مثل ما الشخص بيحبها.
We need to spread it out this way, and then we can keep it. We can make it thin or not upon the customer's request or the person's request.
Fadel, you have a question. How many servings does the recipe make? For how many manaish?
المنوش بيعملوا الكيلو.
الكيلو بيعمل حوالي 15 منوش.
1 kilogram is around 15 different manouches.
اوكي، نرجع للزعتر.
Now we're starting with the zaatar.
الزعتر هو بيكون زعتر مخلوط مع سماق مع سمسم ومع ملح، وكل انسان وكل حدا عنده طريقته حسب الطعمه اللي هو بيحبها، اذا بيحبها حامضه زياده او حموضتها اقل. هون نحن بنقدر نعملها مثل ما نحن بنحبها.
Zaatar is actually a mix of thyme, samak, sesame seeds, and salt. The quantities of sesame seeds, the samak, salt is basically upon our taste. If we like it a bit sour, we add the samak. If we like it salty, we add the salt. So every single person, every single provider or supplier has his own taste, has his own way of serving.
نحن بنستعمل هيدي الخشبه كرمال نقدر نفوتهم على الفرن. بالبيت فيكم تحطوهم بصينيه وبتزبط. لازم تكون حراره الفرن 300 سلسيوس. بامريكا او بمكسيكو بعتقد انه هي فahrenheit، فهي 300 سلسيوس.
So what we're doing now is we're gonna put the dough on this wooden piece, so it will be easier for us to slide into the oven. The oven temperature should be around 300 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure exactly how much is it in Fahrenheit because in the States or in Mexico they use the Fahrenheit system.
To answer your question, in Fahrenheit, it's 575 degrees.
Thank you.
هلا للتشيز. عادة بتكون الجبنة مالحة فنحن بنبرشها وبنحليها قبل ما نستعملها.
First, the cheese might be a bit salty from the beginning, and then to make it a bit sweeter, we just grind it and then we unsalt it.
اللحمة أنا شخصياً بفضلها تكون رقيقة ومحمصة، فبهالطريقة رح أعملها وجربوها.
I personally like the lahm bajin to be as thin as possible, so I'm gonna make it thin, and I bet you try it and you will like it.
رقيقة.
As thin as possible.
اللحمة اللي نحن بنستعملها بنحط لكل 750 جرام بقر 250 جرام غنم، وبنركز انه الغنم يكون مدهن.
Well, for every 750 grams of veal or cow meat, we'll be using 250 grams of lamb meat, and we make sure that the lamb meat is as fatty as possible.
وبنحط لكل كيلو لحمة كيلو ونص بندورة ونص كيلو بصل وشقفة فليفلة خضراء صغيرة.
And for every 1 kilogram of already mixed meat, we add 1.5 kilos tomato, half a kilo of onion, and a small piece of bell pepper.
وبنحط لهم 35 جرام ملح و25 جرام سبع بهارات أنا بستعملها.
35 grams of salt and 25 grams of 7 spices mix that he uses every time.
نتأكد إنه مش ملزقين على اللوح.
We make sure.
بدهم ينزلوا على الفرن.
We make sure that the doughs are not stuck to the wooden pan, and then now it's gonna go straight to the oven. I apologize for the technical error, but the phone that just got overheated because of the oven and then turned off.
We are live, so anything goes, really.
We are really sorry about the technical issue, but we're back on and waiting for the manaish to be ready.
It's beautiful.
This is the cheese.
Mm. Looks so good.
E che ricco.
Zaatar.
Zaatar.
And لحم بعجين.
Wow. Looks amazing, Fadel.
Thank you. Just give me 3 more minutes and I'm gonna show you how to make the famous Sfiha Baalbakiye.
Okay.
Okay. Now ناخذ عجينتنا وتقريبا بنرقها بنفس الطريقة.
So we take a dough and then we will pass it through the same way we did before, and we make it as thin as possible. What we will be doing right now is actually the traditional Sfiha Baalbakiye, which originated from Baalbak, one of the
And
oldest.
this is our specialty.
This is our specialty and originate from Baalbak, which is one of the oldest still inhabited cities around the world.
We make the small pieces. نتأكد إنه بطل في مي أبداً باللحمة.
As you can see now, Fadel is squeezing the meat to make sure that it actually is dry, and then he will add it up to the doughs.
Nice.
Okay. Come. Now لازم تشوفوا هيدي الطريقة.
Now you have to see this technique.
أول شيء بنحط اللحمة بهالطريقة.
First of all, we spread the meat all over the dough this way.
Okay.
بنرجع بنحملها هيك. بنسكرها هيك.
Wow.
We close it this way, and we make sure that we have 4 even corners close together.
اوكي. رح ارجع اعملها. بهيدي الطريقة بس نسكر العجينة نحن من هون عم نخلي اللحمة تستوي بقلب العجينة والعجينة عم تشرب الزوم.
By doing the dough this way, we make sure that the meat is wrapped inside. So basically, all the juice that's coming out from the meat will stay with the dough and keep it as juicy.
اوكي. اخر وحدة. بنرجع بالاخر بدنا نرجع نكبسها.
Then we press it down.
And we put it like this. وبنحطها بهيدي الطريقة.
And we use this technique to put it on the tray.
ليش؟ اللحمة فاتت كلها تحت العجينة.
By putting it this way hardly, you may be making sure that the meat will be pressed down under the dough. Remember, you will not be putting the dough slowly. You'll be using force a little bit to press the dough against the tray.
نرجع بنحط لها شوية زيت على وجهها.
Then we add up a little bit of oil on top.
Oil.
وهلا تاكلوا أطيب صفيحة بعلبكية.
And now you will try the best Sfiha Baalbakiye. And
أهم شيء النار بالفرن لازم يكون الفرن حامي على 350 درجة سلسيوس بس النار خفيفة.
the most important thing is that the oven should be hot, reaching 350 degrees Celsius, but the flames are low. Close the doors, keep the heat inside, and wait.
رح ننطر 6 أو 7 دقايق أنا ونديم حتى ناكلهم لوحدنا.
We'll be waiting 6 to 7 minutes, me and Nadim, to eat them alone.
اوكي فما رح ننطركم كثير معنا. مرة ثانية رح نعمل الصفيحة سوا وإن شاء الله بنعملها وبندوقها كلنا سوا. فأنا كثير انبسطت إني كنت معكم اليوم وإني شاركت بهيدا العمل العظيم يلي عم نعمله للبنان.
We won't be keeping you waiting, and I'm really happy to be joining and contributing to Lebanon with all the efforts that we can do.
Thank you.
Me encanta el dicho de que, como dice Adolfo López Mateos, ¿no? Quien no tiene un amigo libanés, que lo busque. Yo creo que todos en México tenemos un amigo libanés y ahora sí que somos increíbles, ¿no? Entonces, qué bonito, por medio de una clase de cocina, poder ayudar, la verdad, al Líbano, porque siempre lo único que hacemos es, ay, pobres, ¿no? Pobrecitos y lo que están sufriendo. Pero la verdad, yo creo que aquí sí podemos ayudar, tenemos todo en nuestras manos, puede ser $1, 50 centavos, 5, no es una cantidad, no es realmente con el corazón en la mano, realmente poder ayudar al Líbano. Ahorita, pues gracias a Dios estamos todos aquí enfrente de las cámaras, pero todo lo que hubo tras de la cámara para la preparación y todo, porque con todo el amor del mundo, Mariana, Fadel, Dani, Liliana y yo hicimos esto para ustedes, lo queremos seguir haciendo para realmente poder ayudar. Es lo que queremos realmente, ayudar a nuestro Líbano.
Sí, Yamel, mil gracias por haber participado en esto y como dices, el que no tenga un amigo libanés que se lo consiga. Yo ya me conseguí los míos aquí en San Antonio, que son Dani y Liliana. So what Yamel is saying is that we have an ex-president from Mexico said that whoever doesn't have a Lebanese friend that should go out and get one. And I just told Yamel that I have a lot of Lebanese friends in Mexico. But now I found my Lebanese friend here in San Antonio, and that's Dani and Liliana, which I have become very close, and they have taught me a lot. And I am happy to do this. This is a great cause. And let's not just talk about it. Let's do something. This is important. So go to support LRC.app. That's the direct link to the Red Cross in Lebanon. And like Jamel said, if it's $1, if it's $5, whatever you can do, a little bit adds up. So let's all come together and try and help, because I think this explosion just added insult to injury. They were already having a tough time, and with this, it's even worse. But let's not keep it gloomy. Let's be happy, and let's all remember the strength and the resilience that the Lebanese people have. And let's come together and help them. So thank you so much for joining in this class. It was fun. It was amazing to see Fadel's kitchen all the way in Lebanon. I am so sad that he is no longer in the connection. Do we have him? He is disconnected. Of course, the connection is not that. Oh, are you still there? Good. Yeah, we want to see you. Great.
Yes.
Okay.
We're here. You can
want to see, and we want to see those beauties once they come out of the oven. And oh wow! And I love the technique of slapping them into the tray. I want to do that. Yeah. That was fun. Thank you so much for showing us the tricks of your beautiful shop up there in Lebanon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's see what they look like once they're baked.
Yeah, okay.
And like I said, Danny brought me, I mean, I don't want to brag, but look, I have my very own with zaatar, and I already ate the one with cheese. I'm sorry. I didn't even have time to save it to the, and then this one, what is this one with, Danny? This one is zaatar and, oh, and onions and tomato. This is so good. So I'm going to try it, and my mouth is watering.
That's time.
So good. Okay, so just a few more minutes. How long for your? I don't want to say the name because I might mispronounce it.
You can give me 2 more minutes?
2 more minutes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Mira, si ya quedó el tequipe.
Oh, qué rico, Yamel.
Y aquí
Se
es
ve
como
deli.
el aceite que va hasta arriba, o sea, se dan cuenta, está hasta arriba, que llena el agujerito, todo cubierto de aceite y de mantequilla.
And then back to the oven?
Yeah.
For how long? Like 40 minutes?
Like a 40 minutes of 400 Fahrenheit.
400 Fahrenheit, okay.
200 Celsius.
And then how do you serve that? Do you serve that with jocoque, with labneh, or with a salad?
With labneh, hummus, and you can make, I love the salad with like tomato, cucumber, and olive oil, lemon, mint, and 1 jalapeno.
Oh, good.
And it's so good. Salt and pepper, and it's so good. I love it.
Fadel, you're back. Great.
Fadel is here again.
Is it ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Yay.
Sorry again. Technical issue happened. Father just keep on putting his phone into the oven and heating up.
No, don't put your phone in the oven. Oh, wow, that looks so good.
All right.
So, like, what are these? Are these like a main dish, or are these?
Well, it can be eaten as a main dish, but usually what we have it here is just appetizers, amuse-bouche, or whatever you want to call it.
Well, yeah. If you ever have a Lebanese friend and they invite you for dinner, you know they're not gonna just give you one thing, right? It's like you walk into a buffet. There is the labneh, the hummus, the tabbouleh, the kepe, the raw kepe, the kepe like the one Jamel made. So yes,
Best way to
my
eat
fault for
Sfiha.
asking what kind of food is this. It's just one part of a spread of the Lebanese people when they just casually invite you for dinner, right? You know that you're gonna eat delicious whenever they invite you over for dinner.
Mariana, this is the best way to eat Sfiha Baalbakiye.
With lime, with lemon.
You add lemon.
Yes, like in Mexico.
You add spice.
Okay.
Yeah, I
With
know.
that,
You can add spice. You can add lemon juice. You eat it. And you can say bye-bye coronavirus.
Bye-bye coronavirus. That's right,
Okay,
coronavirus. Perfect.
This is Sfiha Baalbakiye.
Baalbaké. Great. Thank you so much for sharing your recipe. I know that you're super famous for that in Lebanon. And I know that you have a beautiful restaurant called Baalbaké. Did I pronounce that right? Kind of?
Yes.
2/3 of right? So you have 3 restaurants, Baalbaké. I want to go soon, hopefully. Danny already told me that I am for sure going to Lebanon with him on the next trip. And I know, Yamel, you were planning a trip for Lebanon. I don't know if you got to go or the coronavirus got in the middle of it.
No.
But I know you were planning. You went?
I went last year in October.
Oh, right. Okay, well.
But I can
nice
go
to
with
see
you again. We can go together. Yes,
of course. We'll make an excursion out of it. Well, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for sharing your tips and your secrets with us today. And we'll post all the recipes on the Facebook page and also on Jamel's Facebook and Instagram. And follow her, follow Fadel, follow me, and see you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamel. Thank you, Fadel.
Thank you, Mariana.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.